What's up, everybody? Welcome to In Love with Horror. My name is AJ,
I'm Christy.
and y'all, welcome to our Sunday live stream. That's right, they are back. We are back, and they ain't going nowhere no time soon. So we are back doing these every Sunday, as long as as we're able to. Nothing, crazy is going on. But yeah, so we back. We haven't done a Sunday live stream. Uh, when the last time we did it, bro?
I don't know.
I can't even remember, but
It's been a
hey,
while.
look, we back though, y'all. And this one is a kind of a cool one because of course, we got the Chainsaw Wars, the Fangoria Chainsaw Wars that are coming in October, and tonight is the last night that you can submit your vote for the nominees for the Chainsaw Awards. So we thought it'd be kind of a cool live stream to go over the nominees for all the different categories. 'Cause there's a lot of different categories. We'll give our input and kind of see where we stand on things, see where the live audience, all the viewers that are watching right now, see where they stand on things. But yeah, so that'll be this live show, y'all. So welcome in. I see we got Mike already in the chat. What's
Hey,
going on, Mike?
Mike.
What up? What up? What up?
Yeah, we're
Oh yeah,
excited to be back.
yeah.
I
It
think
feels
we
good to
did
be
one
back.
like 3 weeks ago, maybe, because I know we did one before we moved.
Oh
Like, as
yeah,
like
you're right.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Um,
think we did do one like maybe
oh,
about
we were talking
three.
about like summer horror. That's what we
That's
were.
right. Yep, the
Mm.
summer horror one. That was actually a good one, y'all. Check out that one. We're going over. We're kind of playing catch up because we have missed a few reviews. So we were
Yeah.
going over our thoughts on some of the horror movies that we didn't do reviews on, as well as
Mhm.
looking out forward at the horror movies that are coming for the rest of the summer. That's a dope live stream that's on the YouTube as well as on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Um, but yeah, I don't know, babe, if you want to cover anything else, you want to give it some time, or if you just want to hop right into it.
Well, we did just cover I Know What You Did Last Summer, the new one. Hey, Mr.
Yep.
Dan.
Mr. Dan, what's going on?
How are you? It's been a long time. Glad to see you in the chat. Thanks for joining us today. And obviously our time is much earlier now too than normal. So thank y'all for getting up a little bit early with us today.
Yeah, y'all waking up with In Love with Horror. That's what it's all about.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we just covered I Know What You Did Last Summer. So we have is that review on YouTube yet? Did it?
Yes,
Oh,
that
okay.
review is live on YouTube and Spotify and Apple Podcasts right now. So you can see what we
Wow.
thought
Yeah.
about this new requel. I Know What You Did Last Summer, the 2025 version.
Yeah.
That's a dope review. A lot of thoughts on that one. Definitely go watch that one because yeah, I got some strong feelings about that film.
Makes no sense. Well, yeah. So that's it. Yeah, we dive in though.
All right, y'all. We'll go ahead and dive into. Oh, well, because you mentioned the 2025 In Love with Horror. I mean, I know what you did last summer.
Oh yeah.
But if you are just kind of rejoining our channel or new to the channel, every Wednesday we're doing a new podcast series called "Scream If You've Seen This." That's every Wednesday, and the last Wednesday we did the
What's that?
OG, the original. I know what you did last summer. Is my beeping going off in the background?
Yeah, what is that?
The humidifier is
Oh,
going off right now. The bucket's full. That's
oh.
what that beeping
Mike
is.
said, oh, okay, yeah, it is live. Thanks for Mike. One of the best, most hilarious reviews. Everyone go watch it.
Yeah, that's a funny one. Yeah, because I'm telling y'all, I had some strong feelings about that one
Yeah,
for
it's
sure. But yeah,
hilarious. I was
check
cracking
out
up
that
that
review.
you was doing a lot.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, deservedly so with
Anyways,
with that one. But yeah, go
um,
check out the screen if you've seen this. That's only on the podcast channels. It's only on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So go check out our thoughts on the OG.
oh,
I know what
okay,
you did last summer.
yeah, it is only on the podcast, right? Yeah, audio
Yes. Yep.
only.
Audio only on the
Mr. Dan said
podcast channel.
he's been busy. Yeah, we have also been busy, so we understand exactly what you mean by that. Like
Yeah, because
said,
sometimes life
deservedly
be life.
so. It's up for debate.
Oh, I don't know about that, Mike. I don't know if it's up for debate.
I said we should have a spoiler discussion and then have Mike on so he can explain, his feelings about it. Cause
Oh, that would be dope. That
yeah,
would be dope. We might have to put that one
like I'm
on the
okay with
schedule.
it, but Mike likes it a way lot more than how I like it. So we could have like three different perspectives. I'm in the middle, y'all are on the opposite ends of the spectrum.
I will say you ended up liking it more than I thought because I feel like after we watched it, I feel like you were leaning more towards me, so I don't know what changed.
No, I just
How
thought
you processed it.
about certain moments in the movie, and I was like, "Oh, I did like this," and I did.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I do like that part," you know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right.
'Cause even after, well, we'll talk about it later, y'all.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. You're supposed to be talking about the Chainsaw Awards right now, but go check out our review because this is what we did. We went back and forth talking about this film and just sharing our thoughts on it. Really fun review though.
Yeah.
But all right, y'all, let's talk about the Fangoria Chainsaw Awards for 2025. It's of course going to be in October, but the voting closes tonight to vote on these categories. So it's going to be super dope going through the categories and the nominees. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so we can walk through these categories. And so I'm over on the Fangoria website. They got all the nominees listed out. The first category that they got is best wide release. So the nominees they have are 28 Years Later, Bring Her Back, Final Destination Bloodlines, Heretic, Long Legs, Nosferatu, Sinners, Strange Darling, The Substance, and The Ugly Stepsister. I think everyone knows what our favorite wide release of that is.
I will say, like, you know, looking back, you're like, I've been one to be like, oh, we don't really have super good horror movies. But when you look at like the way these movies are laid out, it's like, okay, well, these are some pretty good. We have some pretty good movies, you know. And I think the voting for this is from June of last year, or no, July of last year, right?
Yeah, July 2024 till now.
To now, right? Um, so like you get the back half of last year and then the front half of this year. And we've had some decent films. Now one thing I didn't see on this list is Strange Darling. I haven't seen that. Um,
Yeah, we both haven't seen that one yet.
yeah, but that's the only one that we haven't seen. But I've heard really good feedback on that one. So we've had some good choices, but yeah, definitely be voting for Sinners on that one, y'all.
Yeah, I think Sinners is the is the winner here. But definitely, like you said, there's some good films on this list. Like as y'all know, I'm a big fan of Bring Her Back. I love that film.
Yeah.
I think that would probably be my second after Sinners is like a runner up. Um, but yeah, I would say the one that I probably like the least on here is honestly Nosferatu. I think that's the weakest movie to me personally.
Mm, I think I liked, y'all know I don't like The Substance, and I think I like Nosferatu more than I like The Substance.
Really?
So I think I would be, yeah, I wouldn't vote for that one at all.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's fair then.
um, oh, hey, Jerica. Just popping in basically to say hey and glad that the labs are back. Mike said
Mhm.
so many good choices, but Sinners clears. I agree.
Yep.
Um, the ugly step, Mr. Dan mentioned the ugly stepsister being wild. It is a really good
It's
one.
super wild. It's a really good film.
Mike also mentioned that Strange Darling was in his top two of last year. Okay, well,
Oh
we
wow.
gotta
Okay.
watch that some point. I don't know why we just didn't. No, it wasn't playing near us when it came out in
That's right.
theaters. Yeah,
That's
and
right.
so we just haven't gone back to it.
And then Mike said,
Nosferatu and Longlegs are the bottom two. Okay,
"Yep." I think that's yeah.
Longlegs is definitely not my favorite either, but
I
I
actually
just
agree with you, Mike, on that one. I know Mike and I don't always see eye to eye, but I do agree with that statement.
one thing y'all agree on.
Yep, we agreeing on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's best spot release. We definitely picked Sinners for that one. So moving to the next category, we have the best limited release movie, and the nominees for that were Azrael, Frankie Frico, Freaky Tales, Getaway, and Little Bites. And
Admittedly, we ain't
yeah,
seen many of these.
we've
We
only seen
saw one.
Azrael. That's it. Um,
So if y'all have seen any of these, let us know what you guys thought about any of them. I'm trying to think of, I haven't even heard of some of these. I've heard of Frankie Frico and Freaky Tales, but I have not heard of Getaway or Little Bites. Um, and maybe because it is limited release, I just ain't never heard of those at all.
yeah, yeah, me neither. But Azrael was really good though.
Azure was good.
It was really good.
Yeah. So
Um,
we had to vote for that one by default because we haven't seen any of the other ones.
Right. Yeah, they definitely won the default pick for us. Mike in the chat said
Getaways. Oh,
Getaways on Shutter, and it was okay.
okay. I have not heard of that at all. Little Bites. It sounds. Is that the? Remember, I saw like there was like this. I don't. Well, before I say something, let me just look that one up. Oh wait.
Okay. Yeah, and for Azrael, actually, that's one of the films that we did a reaction to over on our YouTube channel. We did a reaction to Azrael. That was just a really dope film. I was really surprised by that one. A film with no dialogue, and it's
Okay, never
actually
mind.
really good.
I thought this was something else. Okay, yeah, no, I haven't seen Little Bites. But yeah, so that's how we saw. Okay, moving on.
Yep. So moving on to the next category, we got best streaming premiere. Nominees for that category are Best Wishes to All, Cannibal Mukbang, Gazer, Mr. Crockett, and There's a Zombie Outside.
I need to see Best Wishes to All. I feel like that was really good one. That one was at Overlook, but we missed it. Um, because it was like the day before we got there or something like that. But it's on
Mhm.
Shutter now. I've heard really good things about that one. And this is another one that the only thing we've seen on here is Mr. Crockett.
Yep. Unfortunately, that is all we've seen on here. I mean, dope film. But yeah, we only seen that one. What do you know anything about this Cannibal Mukbang? Because the
It
title is
sounds
very
super
interesting.
familiar. Um, it sounds familiar. Like I've seen it either on a list at a festival or something. I don't know.
That's
But
a
no,
dope title though.
I have not heard anything about these films. Mike
Okay.
says gives his vote to Mr. Crockett. I mean, it was a good movie. Um, I liked it a lot.
Yeah, Mr. Croc is dope.
Mhm.
I did like it a lot as well. And that also is another category for us personally that it kind of wins by default just because we haven't seen any of the
Y-
other films.
Yeah. But outside of that, I do hope that Mr. Crockett wins something. It's still cool that it got nominated, but I feel like it didn't really get a whole ton of love. So hopefully it gets like something.
I also feel like maybe it just wasn't um, I don't know like marketed enough
Mm,
because I just feel like maybe just not enough people knew about it. That
mm.
might be like one of those scenarios where it costs money to market. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it
So you can
does.
only
Yeah.
do so much.
Hmm.
So it might be just one of those situations too.
Yeah.
But maybe if they do like a sequel, like you know, they'll get more money, more marketing budget, and it can get more out there and get more noticed on the main
Yeah.
stage, so to speak.
Hmm.
All right, so the next category we got is Best International Movie, and the nominees for that are Cuckoo, Dangerous Animals, Oddity, Red Rooms, and The Ugly Stepsister. This is like a this is a
It's a
powerhouse
hard
category right here.
category. And I
It's
think that says something, right? Like, because the
yeah,
international movies be freaking good.
I'm telling you, the international film that space they be killing the game,
This is
killing the game.
tough right here. Like, because these are all good movies. I think
All good
between,
movies.
I was stuck between Oddity and The Ugly Stepsister
Yep.
because those are both really good. But like I was telling you, I think that The Ugly Stepsister is as a complete package, is a little bit stronger for me than Oddity. And I still sometimes think about The Ugly Stepsister because that
Yeah,
movie was so crazy.
it was super crazy. But no, I agree with what you said. 'Cause I think Oddity is very good because it's
Mm.
very simple and it's executed like flawlessly.
It
But
does,
I think
yeah.
the Ugly Stepsister has a little bit more complexities to it, and they handled it so good. And then also it just really pushed the envelope on a lot of things.
It does.
It just sticks with you. So yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. I think it gets the pick for that one. Um,
Um,
what we
Go
got?
ahead.
Mike in the chat. He said, "I only liked the Ugly Stepsister. Didn't see Dangerous Animals. That's Dangerous Animals is good. You'd be surprised.
Yeah, that was good. And I think Cuckoo's are also a really good movie too.
Yeah.
Now I saw yesterday this person on Twitter had said they didn't see Cuckoo when it first came out because other people said it wasn't good. And
Oh.
they
Hmm.
we went back to watch it and they're like, "Oh, this was a good movie." And I hate that
It
that
is
happens.
good.
You know what I'm saying? Like that people be like, "Oh, it's such a trash movie, or this isn't a good movie," and then people don't go see it. And obviously, Cuckoo didn't do super good in theaters when it came out, and that's probably why, because people went out and watched it and they were like, "Oh, this is not for me. I don't like this," and then said it was a bad movie. And a lot of people missed out on a good movie because this movie was good.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because I agree the movie was really good. Um, it felt like a very special film. It was very deep, like emotionally. I wasn't
Mm.
expecting some of the feels from that movie, and then performances were great. This is dope concept, really special film in Cuckoo. But I didn't know about people were trashing it like that.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
and you know, there was a lot of like conversation about uh, what's her name, the
Hunter,
main
Hunter Schafer,
Hunter
that's her,
Hunter
right?
Schafer and all that kind
Yeah.
of stuff, and I think that played into it, but whatever.
Oh yeah, that's that dumb shit. That side of YouTube that be on that dumb shit.
Mike said
That's unfortunate.
he didn't get Cuckoo. It was okay. It was a little complex, and I think that maybe they made it a little bit smidgen too complex that they
Yeah,
didn't need to. But um, that was one I had to like think about also for a while. But I still liked it. I liked the um like the whole like atmospheric style that it was filmed in, and I don't know, I kind of like the fact that I had to think on it for a little while. I don't
yeah. That the
know.
atmosphere and the vibes from it were really, really well done.
Yeah, and the
Um,
performances were all really good too.
yeah, they were super good. But like, going back to what you said, I think it shows the power of like that influencer word of mouth, and
Mm,
like people really like hold on to that because I mean people don't have a lot of time nowadays because like there's so many things that are competing for our attention, and we don't got a whole lot of time because work, everybody be working, so it's like, man, I can get one movie in, I can get a couple episodes of a show in.
yeah,
How am I going to spend my time? And if there's a bunch of people talking about something saying it's trash, then they're just gonna skip it because they don't got a lot of time.
that's true. Mike
Yep.
also said that he fell asleep on Oddity.
Which is crazy because I felt like that movie, in terms of like horror, like being scared, was super effective. So I'm surprised he fell asleep on that one because I thought the tension and the creepy factor was like at like a 9 or a 10 in some of those scenes.
It was creepy. Yeah. Did you watch? Oh no, you watched it in theaters. Okay, I was wondering if you watched it at home or not, but never mind.
Yeah, it was super effective. I really liked Oddity a lot. Um, yeah, that was a dope story. But moving on, y'all, to our next category, we got best first feature. Nominees for that are Best Wishes to All, Blink Twice, Cannibal Mukbang, Mr. Crockett, and The Ugly Stepsister.
Well, obviously, you know what I would vote for in this particular category, but I still think Blink Twice was a good movie.
Blink
Um,
Twice was dope.
I think it was really good for uh, first feature. And then, I always think, well, people who have grown up in the industry kind of always get like I won't say like they automatically should know how to make a movie, but I feel like they get a little bit of a leg up when they have that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Because they
think
have
about
access to people who are
yeah, they
good
have
at it.
access. You know what I'm saying? Like I think about Denzel Washington's kids and how they make movies and like they're like good movies. I'm like, well, they Denzel Washington's kids. You know what I'm saying? Like
They've been around it,
right, it's ain't
so to
nobody
speak.
that just came up off the street and made a movie, but so I feel like that to me has some sort of like influence on the way I vote because I'm like, this if a person just, has no access to certain rooms or certain people or certain like studios and they're able to make a
Mhm.
good movie, I feel like I want to vote for that movie over someone who has access to all that stuff.
But see, you
Um,
gotta still admit the
I
movie's fire,
know
though.
the
So
movie
you
is
gotta. I
good.
thought you just gotta
The
go off
movie
of
is
that.
good.
Is the movie banging, and that's it. That's all you can go off of.
Yeah.
Um, but now I see what you're saying though, way. Like it does make a difference when you know it's like people who have access to things and people who don't, and then people who don't are still able to come out and make something really good. It is
Mhm.
it makes it kind of extra special.
Yeah.
But like you said, Blink Twice is super dope. I see Mike in the chat. He also said that he voted for Blink Twice because it had such a strong impact on him.
Yeah, it was a good movie. It was really good. That's another one we did a reaction to on our channel
Oh
too.
yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Yeah, that because that movie's crazy.
it
Like
was so crazy.
that movie is crazy.
Yeah,
I really like how that movie unfolded. I won't get into spoilers, but you're wondering what's going on for a long time, and then once it
yeah.
all comes together, in that moment, you're like,
hmm
oh,
And it's super
oh,
relevant today,
it
because.
is. It's very
And then I
relevant.
really like the ending. The ending was like, oh yes, sis, that's
Yeah. Yep.
good for you.
The ending
That
was
was a good
perfect.
for her ending.
Yep.
Um, And obviously, we already talked about Mr. Kraken. We talked about the six stepsister being good ones too. We
Oh
haven't
yeah.
seen those other ones yet, but yeah,
Yep.
was a strong category for sure.
Yeah. Very strong category. But this next category is also a strong
Ugh,
category. It's our
man,
best
what?
lead performance category. So it's a long list of nominees, but here they are.
Oh
We
wait,
got
I want
what?
to make a guess that Mike votes for companion Sophie Thatcher.
Oh, okay. Well, so best lead performance. The nominees are Lily Rose Depp for Nosferatu, Willa Fitzgerald for Strange Darling, Sally Hawkins and Bring Her Back, Michael B. Jordan in Sinners, Michael Monroe in Longlegs, Demi Moore in The Substance. Is it Leah Mirren
I
and The
think
Ugly
so.
Stepsister? Hunter Schafer for Cuckoo, Naomi Scott for Smile 2, and Sophie Thatcher for Companion. That's a that's a lot of like dope talent right there.
It's a deep category.
Yeah.
Um, well, you already know automatic for me is Sinners, Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, I picked Michael B. Jordan too, and one of the main reasons I picked Michael B. Jordan because the dude played two characters
Two
and played them
characters
two characters so good
that
that
they
I could
seem like
tell
two different
which one was
people.
which. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's crazy.
That's so
That is
that's
crazy.
such a talent. But yeah, he killed those roles.
Yep,
He definitely did. Even now I'm like in my head there's a smoke and there's a stack. You know what I'm saying? There's not
hundred
like
percent.
one person. He did a really good job.
He killed it.
I also liked some moments of Lily Rose Depp's character in Nosferatu. Like
Mhm.
her performance, I mean, she dialed that shit in. Like to me, I feel like there were some really strong moments for her in that movie, but I
Yeah,
just don't generally like that movie at all. So unfortunately, but
yeah. I thought, and going back to what you said earlier, Mike did say that he did vote for Sophie
I told
Thatcher.
you where my money at. Pay me,
Yep,
y'all. I should have made bet some money on that.
yep. But I also thought that uh, Leia Mirren and the Ugly Stepsister, she was great.
Oh
Hunter
yeah,
Schafer, they were great, and
they
Cuckoo,
did a
like
great job.
incredible job in that one.
Yeah.
And then Sally Hawkins to Bring Her Back, I thought she did an excellent
Oh
job
heck yeah,
in
she
that
killed
film.
that one. She killed that
Excellent
role.
job.
Well, Naomi
Um,
did good in Smile too. She did
she did.
okay. Yeah,
It's hard for me to really like appreciate it just because I just really
yeah,
don't like the movie. But she
yeah.
did do good though.
She did. Hey, Mike, other Mike.
We got the other mic in the chat. What's going on?
um, what was I gonna say about? Oh, Sophie Thatcher as well. I thought she did. I like her as an actress. I think she's a good actress. But yeah, she did.
She did great in
She
Companion,
she did okay.
playing a
Yeah,
robot
I don't like that
turned
movie.
aware. Yeah, I don't know why you don't like Companion because Companion is really good, but for some reason you don't like it. Mm,
No,
I
it's not my
don't get it.
movie. It's not my
I
movie.
don't get
Hey, I don't know why you trash some of the movies you trash, and you don't know why I trash some
it.
of the
I
movies I
think
trash.
it's pretty clear why I trash some of the ones I trash because they're trash. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty clear. Uh, but all right, y'all, let's go ahead and jump to the next category, which was best supporting performance. Another crazy list here, and that the nominees are Nicolas Cage for Long Legs, Miles Catton for Sinners, Ray Fiennes for 28 Years Later, Hugh Grant for Heretic, David Johnson for Alien Romulus, Wunmi Musaku for Sinners, Jack O'Connell for Sinners, Margaret Qualley, or I don't know, is it Qualley? For The Substance, Bill Skarsgård for Nosferatu, and Dan Stevenson for Cuckoo. That's another dope supporting performances list.
Yeah, that's a really stacked category.
Super stacked.
But I wanted to make note because we were talking about this. Like, there's three different people from Sinners that are stacked up against each other in this category, and I don't like that.
It's pretty crazy. It's crazy.
But I did not like Nicolas Cage in Long Legs at all, so I definitely wouldn't vote for him.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah, I
like this
agree. I
character.
think also too the it didn't do him any favors that the marketing was really like hyping him up, and then when you see him in the
Hmm.
film, you're like, oh, like this is not,
Yeah,
this is nothing really. So I agree
yeah. Miles, he can sing his tail off,
all the
but
way.
you can tell he's like a new actor, like he's new to acting.
Yep.
Um, but I still think he did a good job. But compared to these other people in the category, and I think he had one of the weaker like acting performances, in my opinion. And obviously Ray Fiennes did good.
Ray
Hugh
Fiennes is a
Grant,
beast.
Hugh Grant did good.
Hugh Grant
David
killed it.
Johnson, loved him too. But we all know the answer to this winner is should be Woomy.
Yeah, she was excellent.
She
Yep,
killed it.
she did. She killed it. Mhm.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Mike said it has to be Rumi. Yes, like her
Yep.
performance was so freaking good from beginning to end. I saw her like the moment she walked on screen is like she knew who she was, where she was at, where she came from. Like she had a whole backstory. Like I felt like she was very lived in character. Her
Yeah.
performance was really strong in that movie. And
But
Mike
and Jack
also said,
LaFondo was great
oh, go
too.
ahead. Oh yeah, I did like
In
him.
Sinners,
Yeah.
yeah, his character was dope.
I I didn't see him in the other movies before this one. Um, I've only seen him in Sinners and 28 Years Later, and to me, that his performance in um Sinners was stronger than. I mean, we saw him for a little bit, but
It was
I
like
don't.
two
I don't.
seconds.
Yeah, but still, I just still feel like I don't know. We gonna
Yeah,
see him in
it's
the
two
next one,
seconds.
the
Yeah.
Bone, whatever it called.
Yep. We
Uh,
believe in equality.
I
Mhm.
mean, everything was quotable to me in that movie.
Yep.
But yeah, that was my favorite one that he said.
Mhm.
The way he says it is so good.
Yeah.
um, Mike also said, "I love Ray Fiennes, but I'm shocked by this nom for this movie." Ooh,
Really,
interesting.
man. His even that short performance he had in 28 Years Later, uh, like dude just got like this like aura to him that like he just has this magnificence and like acting that I don't know,
Hmm.
like it just kind of like he trumps everybody else on screen.
Yeah, I
uh
liked him better than everybody else,
yeah,
honestly.
I agree. Yeah, I 100% agree with that. When this character came on, I was like, man, this is like, you know, performance wise, this is the best part of the movie,
Okay, so I guess,
performance wise.
or are you saying, Mike, that because he got the nomination versus like someone who was in the movie more, like either the mom or what's his name, Aaron Taylor John? Is it
Yeah.
Aaron
Hmm.
Taylor Johnson, the other guy? Um, because Ray Fine was only in the movie like a small amount of time as well,
That's true.
but I thought his performance was still way more dynamic and
It
strong
was
than
excellent.
than everyone else.
Yep. Now,
Mr. Dan
Mr.
said Hugh
Dan.
Grant. Yep, Hugh Grant
Yep.
was incredible. I thought
Hugh
he
Grant
was
was
as well.
amazing. Like, man, his I ain't never seen a movie where like the first half they're just talking and you're just like super locked in. Like,
Right.
and he just
I
it
was
was
like,
it was
shoot,
amazing.
this is good. I almost felt like he was telling the truth. Like,
Right. Yeah. He played that villain perfectly. That was
yeah, he
super
did.
good.
I agree. Oh, I haven't seen Eden Lake, so I gotta watch that. Have you seen that, Bay?
No, I haven't seen Eden
Oh,
Lake, I don't
okay.
think.
Okay. Um. Oh, okay. Never mind. Mike said, "I don't think anyone should have been nominated for 28 Years Later. I just think there were other performances that were stronger." Okay.
Yeah.
Other movies. Other movies. Okay.
Yep,
I
that's
got
fair.
you.
That's
I
fair.
agree with that. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We all
Yep.
know I won't go vote for no Bill Skarsgård because I don't know what he was doing in Nosferatu.
Yeah, I did not care for Bill Skarsgård's Nosferatu at all. Margaret was good in The Substance. I mean, even
Yeah,
though
she
like
was
we're not
cute.
as big on that film, like she did good. But Dan Stevens and Cuckoo was actually really good.
Yeah, I thought so too. I get you.
Yep.
I was gonna make what I was gonna say. I forgot now. Never mind. Go ahead.
Okay.
I was gonna say something else, but I forgot what it was.
Uh, Michael in the chat said he thought the Alpha should have been nominated. Uh,
That alpha was something else. I'll tell you.
that is hilarious.
Mike said, "I think something of
Some
alpha should have been
something of the Alpha
nominated."
should have been nominated. Mm. Yep, that's hey. I'll tell you one thing. That 20 years later, it's got a lot of meat in that movie. I was like, I'm getting assaulted. Like, there's a lot going on in this movie. There's a whole lot going on in this
You
movie.
are crazy.
Mhm. But all right, y'all, jump to the next category. We got Best Director, and the nominees for that category are Danny Boyle for 28 Years Later, Ryan Coogler for Sinners, Robert Eggers for Nosferatu, Corley Farge for The Substance, and Oscar Perkins for Long Legs.
why why is this list so short?
I don't know.
I feel like there are so many more you know, good directors, but mm, obviously I'm gonna pick Ryan Coogler for Sinners myself.
Yep, you already know. That's what we both picked was Ryan Coogler because that movie was excellence.
Yeah.
Um, and I mean the other films to me in comparison are just weaker. Uh,
Hmm.
20 years later, I just thought that was okay. I
Hmm.
wasn't big on that film because it just didn't capture what I wanted it to. Nosferatu, I do not like that film. I think that film is boring as hell. Um, the Substance, I think it's a good, well-made film. I think it's a good film. And I think you've said it plenty of times. I just don't really speak to us like that.
Hmm.
And then Long Legs, I think was overrated. I think it's a good movie, but it's definitely not like I think it's overrated though. Um,
I'm not a Osgood Perkins fan. After watching The Monkey, Long Legs, I don't think I'm a fan of his work. I still haven't
well,
seen the other one. He directed The Black Coat's Daughter, right? Isn't that his movie?
something like that. I think so.
I haven't seen that one, but I heard people like that one a lot. I do have to check that one out. But Coralie, I think she directed well. Like I
She
think
did.
the like you like said, like the movie is well made for sure. I
Yeah.
like some of the camera work in that movie. I think she does a great job. Um, she did a great job with that movie. I just like you said, I don't like it. But Ryan Coogler, by far and large, is to me the best director in this particular lineup of directors. Um, that movie is like so well made, and you can
Yeah.
see the effort and craft that he put into it by putting it together. Like insane stuff was done to
Yep.
make that movie.
Oh yeah. 100%. Um, Osgood. I mean, Osgood. Mike in the chat said, "Oz bad Perkins burned me too many times."
I like
Uh,
that Oz bad.
I'm gonna give him one more chance because that trailer for whatever
All
that next
right, we
film
got
that's
suckered
coming.
in by the long legs trailer.
They
We gonna
do make good trailers. I'm gonna give him that. I don't know I don't know if he's helping cut the trailers, but the trailers be really good. So
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try that last film. If it's 3 for 3, then I'm out at that point. Uh, but I'll give that. I forgot what that one was even called. Was it Keeper or
Oh yeah, it's called
the
Keeper.
Keeper? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that little teaser at the end of the monkey. That shit. It had the right like horror feeling. So we'll see if it's any good though.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Jump to the next category. We got Best Screenplay, and the nominees are Scott Beck and Brian Woods for Heretic, Ron Coogler for Sinners, Coralie Farge for The Substance, Bill Hinsman and Danny Philippou for Bring Her Back, and J.T. Molnar for Strange Darling. Um, I mean, you already know what's the easiest choice here is Sinners. But what I will say though, my
Yep.
runner-up
Bring her back.
is Bring Her Back because I thought the
Mhm.
screenplay for that was excellent,
Mhm.
excellent.
Yeah.
Um, So I think that's definitely the runner up. But Sinners, I think, is just it's just on a different level in terms of what he was able to accomplish with that film, and just making a film that can be so rewatchable. You know, I'm not even like a rewatch kind of person. You know, we
Hmm.
rewatched it multiple times.
Yeah.
But that's just, I think, speaking to how well written and crafted that movie is. That's got to be the vote.
Yeah. I do want to say that the Heretic screenplay is still also a good one as well.
Yeah,
Um, and then I think it's also very hard to do films that you in one spot and that's it,
that's true.
and it be good and as your word, compelling. And I think Heretic was definitely a compelling. Like the writing was good on that. And like you mentioned earlier, like they're just in there talking, like they're having this long ass conversation, but you completely
Yep.
tuned into every word that they're saying. So I do think that that was also a good screenplay as well.
Yeah, I agree. It does lock you in. Now,
Hmm.
I agree. Even though I dislike the ending, I still think that it
Yeah,
was a very well made movie.
yeah, I did. I didn't like the ending on that. Mike said,
Yeah.
"Sinners again, then bring her back, and strange darling are tied."
Okay. All
Yes.
right. So Strange Darling must be really good then. We gotta watch that one.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah, we gotta watch
if you're
that
saying they're tied, nah,
because he
look,
really
Mike,
like bring her back.
that's what I'm saying. Bring her back to me is like that's like on some hereditary level type shit. So yeah, we got to check that one out.
Is it on hereditary level though?
What? Absolutely. Bring Her Back is 100% on hereditary level.
Uh, okay,
Absolutely. That
I'll have to,
movie is excellent.
I'll have to
Uh,
discuss that.
hey, look, we can make a whole video on that one. Because I think that is a really well made movie that's simple yet complex, emotional depth. You know, the terror, the horror aspect, everything about it is just dope.
Okay, we'll revisit
Uh,
that.
we'll revisit it. But the next category we got, y'all, is best cinematography. The nominees for that are Autumn Durald Arkapaw for Sinners, on Andre Orochi for Longlegs, Jaron Blashki for Nosferatu, Benjamin Kraken for The Substance, and Anthony Dodd Mantle for 28 Years Later. Well, there's another easy pick for this one too. Mm.
Straight sinners is killing it for us.
Center
Yeah,
sweep to the max.
but yeah, the cinematography is top tier in sinners. Man, those shots, like there was like artistic expression, right? Like from
Hmm.
throughout every layer of that movie. So including the cinematography. And it was just so well done. Like crazy. Um I also, like I told you, I really like the cinematography Nosferatu as well. Even though I
Yeah,
don't like the movie, it's still
Nosferatu
beautifully shot.
is boring as hell, but it is good looking. You know what I'm saying?
It's very good looking. Really, that's like almost, I don't know. I feel like they leaned into that a lot more than everything else.
Yeah,
Like,
it was like
making it look good. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah.
yeah.
It looks really good, but this it ain't it. You know what I'm saying?
Um,
Um,
Mike said sinners. Sinners almost swept for me too. Damn Sophie Thatcher for ruining it. Oh.
uh-huh.
Well, I don't know how you like that movie anyway, but
It's
Michael
good.
said, as hauntingly beautiful as Nosferatu was, I wasn't really drawn in as much as I was with Sinner cinematography. Okay, yeah, that's
Hmm.
definitely valid and
Very
agreed.
valid.
Yeah, definitely much more drawn in. And then like the way that the film looks, the colors, like the tone,
Hmm.
everything is all dialed in, right? Like it's
Yep.
true to the period, true to the characters. It's like everything was married very well across the board.
Yep. It really
But yeah,
was.
it was well done for sure.
Yep. And then
And
Mike
then
said,
shout out to Autumn Durrell Akapal for being, the only woman to shoot on IMAX cameras. So
"Yeah, that's
there's
super
that.
dope. That's super dope." Um, but yeah, I mean, I think Long Legs also looks good at times. It's got scenes and segments that do look good.
Sure.
Uh, the Substance has same thing. It has
Hmm.
moments and sequences that look good, and 28 years later sometimes has uh, really frenetic scenes that do
Hmm.
look really good. But Sinners, I think, is just the total package. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mike said Nosferatu is the definition of beautiful gowns, and that's correct. As a matter of fact, we'll talk about that a little bit later when we talk about costume design,
Hmm.
because the gowns were nice.
Yeah, that'll come up in a couple categories here, y'all. But the next category is best score, and the nominees for that are Robin Carlin for Nosferatu, Ludwig Göransson for Sinners, Rafferty for The Substance, Young Fathers for 28 Years Later, and Zilgi for Long Legs. This is like, now this right here was one, like, this is probably the fastest click, like, on the list, just because you know the music was such an important part of Sinners. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like, that the music is one of the main themes of the film, and how it
Hmm.
carries our ancestry and our spiritual nature. So I'm saying this was a super fast click too, along with all the other Sinners options, because Ludwig just, like,
He
if
killed
he
it.
don't win a damn Oscar and Grammy for that shit, like, then we know the game is rigged. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he really killed it. And then like looking at like the videos of how he crafted these songs and the sounds he used
Yeah,
in the songs, like the instruments he chose, and I'm like, dang, like this is just so crazy. Like the the talent that he got and what he did to make this music. So like,
yeah.
yeah, he deserves it for
He
sure.
deserves it. Like, y'all, I don't think y'all understand. After Christy and I watched Sinners, when I tell you that we had that uh that soundtrack, like, I'm talking about the one with the lyrics and the composition soundtrack too. When I say we had that shit on repeat for weeks, like, whenever we got in the car, that's all that we were playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were just playing the hell out of that music, like, because it was
It's
just
so
so
good.
good, even on its
So
own.
good.
And like, when you hear it, it just puts you right back
Right
into
back
the
in the
moments and
movie.
experiences of the
Yes, that's
movie.
true. Mhm.
That soundtrack is something special.
Mhm.
I mean, we Chrissy and I already liked Ludwig Göransson
Mhm.
from all the other things that he's worked on,
Yeah.
um, but this was like dude just went crazy. I can't even believe how hard he went crafting
Yeah.
some of the stuff. And I think when we were watching one of the interviews with Michael B. Jordan, and I think he mentioned that this was the first film he ever worked on where, like, I think he said the music was already done or some shit like that.
Already
So they
done.
were
Like,
playing the
they're
shit
literally
on the
playing the
set.
music while they making
So
the movie.
right,
That's
so the
crazy.
vibes was already there. Yeah,
Yeah, the vibes are already there. That's
it
crazy.
was just, yeah, it was incredible. But
M
yeah, that's an easy pick. Ludwig for best score, 100%.
Mike said, "This is unfair to everyone in this category."
Oh yeah, it 100% is unfair, completely. Like, because you're not touching that center
Oh,
score. It's
no,
just, you're just
not
not
at
touching it.
all.
And
Michael said,
then
"Agreed. I can't even remember the scores from the other movies." Yeah.
I can't either. I couldn't tell you no music that plays in any of these other films at all, at
Well,
all.
the Nosferatu score is like it's true to the movie, right? It's slow, it's boring. It's like I personally, I know there's people that going to you know, people just playing music. I feel like the Nosferatu soundtrack is like that kind of style, right? It's kind of like full instrumental,
Yeah,
like opera almost, like,
yeah. So
it's
it's kind of,
completely different. It's got its own like flavor.
and if I remember correctly, it did have some hard tracks on there. If I
One. It
remember
has one
one,
one
okay,
good
yeah.
track. It's got
Uh,
one.
But yeah, you can't touch Sinners when the whole soundtrack go hard.
Every single song.
You can't beat it. You know what I'm
You
saying?
can't
And
there's
then,
no
like,
skips on there.
the range of it too, like, to have like the blues stuff, the heavy blues stuff, and then to have that, like, you know like orchestral organ, like that, doom 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 doom, the freaking choir joint, like, everything about that album is, I mean, the score and the albums is just fire.
Both are good.
to the max.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely got to try to get that vinyl. I know they had sold out of it, but I would love to try to get it.
Yeah, we'll get it.
All right, y'all. But moving on to the next category, we got best costume design. The nominees for that are Ruthie Carter for Sinners, Marion Chio for Maxine, Linda Muir for Nosferatu, Manon Rasmussen for The Ugly Stepsister, and Emmanuel Yoshnavsky for The Substance.
This is the first time we've seen Maxine on here, and it's for best costume design.
Yeah,
I
that don't make
mean,
sense.
the clothes were okay, but
It was just 80s clothes,
it was
wasn't it?
80s
Like,
clothes. Yeah. So
I
I'm not
mean,
sure with
I mean, I
that.
guess you could say they accurately captured the era. Like, you know, yeah,
I
uh,
suppose.
yeah. But this is where the gowns come into play. You were talking about the gowns for Nosferatu.
Beautiful gowns, beautiful gowns. Yeah, the gowns were beautiful. I thought they looked really good. I mean, the costume design for Nosferatu overall across not just the gowns, guys, but everything I thought was really well done. But again, Ruth E. Cotter is like iconic. She's an iconic costume designer. Not to take away from any other costume designers in this category, but I really feel like she nailed Sinner's costumes. Like
Yeah.
everybody. I mean, even that one mega scene where you got all those different people and cultures being represented, like people from
Mm-hmm.
freaking Asia and all this kind of stuff. Those costumes were freaking amazing.
On point.
Like it's like it wasn't just like the whatever, what was it, what was it set in the 30s.
Yeah, I think so. Right.
Yeah, like she went beyond that, like the African design costumes and all that kind of stuff. Like that stuff was really good, top tier.
Really good. 100% agree.
Yeah, Mike said I don't even think Maxine deserved this category. It's just so random. It's like
It is random.
of all
Like,
the categories that she could that Maxine could have been nominated for, it was costume design. I don't
yeah,
know. It's
weird.
weird.
Ugly Stepsister had good costumes in it too.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, they did have good
Yeah.
costumes. Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, Remix costume made his character. Yes. Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
The
It-
name's Remy.
Mike said, "Where's Free Street Prom Queen?" Look, come on now. Nowhere to be seen for a
Prom dresses.
reason. No, just the movie in general.
Oh, we
There's
didn't
no.
watch that one, did we?
No, I watched it,
Oh, you
but
watched it.
mm-mm,
That
no,
lets me know I need to just
no.
skip it.
Mike, I think Michael liked it though, didn't you, Mike?
I can't trust Mike. Well, which Mike? Michael or
Michael
Mike?
Anthony.
Oh, okay.
I think he liked it. I'm pretty sure both him and Bobby liked that movie, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know.
See, I loved it.
There it is. Yep, you called it.
I knew it. I knew it. No.
Now, for the next category, y'all, we got best makeup effects. The nominees for that are Felix Fox, Harlow McFarlane, and Werner Pretorius for Longlegs, Christian Tinsley for Terrifier 3, John Nolan for 28 Years Later, Pierre Olivier Person, Stephanie Guillen for The Substance, and David White and Tracy Loader for Nosferatu.
Hmm. I think I would have to go with Terrifier 3 on this one.
Yeah, that's what I did because that a lot of the practical stuff in that was like super crazy.
Yeah.
So I think naturally I just had to give it to that. But well, no, it's not on here. I'm
Well,
surprised that
you're,
Ugly Stepsister's not on here.
oh, yeah. I'm surprised of that as well. Because, yeah, there was some good makeup usage in there.
Very good makeup usage in Ugly Stepsister. So I'm a little surprised.
Hmm.
Um, I'm assuming Nosferatu is up there because of like the actual Nosferatu character, Bill Skarsgård, because they always be like, "Oh, you can't even see him under this shit." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Um,
I'm guessing 28 years later is up there because of the alpha.
Great prosthetics.
Right? Somebody had to make that
Somebody had to
shit.
make it, you
Somebody put
know.
that together. Somebody painted and did all that shit. Crazy.
Well, they also had those creatures, the like the slow moving ground
Oh, them little
zombie looking
bloater
things.
joints.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
those look
did look
kind of
real
cool.
nasty. They did look
Hmm.
cool though. Yep,
Yeah.
yep,
See,
they did
y'all
look
thinking
cool.
about is the daggone appendage. You're not thinking about all the other stuff that was made
But
in the
shit, they put it in your face, front and center, about half the damn movie. So,
movie.
um, at this point, people gonna be trying to nominate it for supporting actor type shit. Yep.
Oh
Uh,
my gosh.
but yeah, long legs is. You think the one's up there just for the Nicolas Cage makeup?
Nicolas Cage. What else did they have makeup done for? Was there a creature in that one? Not a creature, but there was like, oh,
Nah,
that was like effects,
that was
like
that was like
special
a CG
effects.
effect. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, well then maybe that's what it's from then. I don't know.
yeah. I see Mike in the chat said I need AJ to watch Prom Queen to put I Know What You Did Last Summer in
Yeah.
perspective.
That's right. Exactly.
I don't know.
That's a good one for you to watch.
It can't
Now, it
be
would
any
be
worse than
funny
that
is
one.
if he watched the Prom Queen, Mike, and he actually liked it, and he'd be
Yeah, and
like,
I was like, oh,
Michael,
this is better. This is
right?
better than I Know What You Did Last Summer. Which I feel like that's gonna be easy to do. Uh, but anyway,
Mm.
best creature effects, and the nominees are Paul McDonald for Oddity, Jeremy Selenfriend and Studio Gillis for Smile 2, Pierre Olivier Person for The Substance, Studio Gillis for Werewolves, and Legacy Effects Studio Gillis and Weta Workshop for Alien Romulus. This was a super easy pick
I
because
know one
Alien
thing.
Romulus creature effects crazy.
Studio Gillis got paid.
Yeah,
They
they
on
really
two
did.
up
They's on
here.
three. They're on three different, uh, you know, production teams.
That's crazy. Yeah, Alien Romulus, hands down. Like the stuff that they made in that movie was mostly practical, and it was super
Yeah,
good.
like
Um,
okay, bro.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, if you haven't seen some of those behind the scenes footage where they're actually showing everything that's practical, like you'd be shocked at some of the stuff that's like fully practical, and it looks incredible. Like they went crazy in Alien Romulus.
Yeah, they did. We actually put some clips of some stuff in our when we did our end of the year movie awards when we talked about Alien Romulus because that won our like best special effects or something
Best
like
part,
that
yeah. Mm-hmm.
category. But yeah, that was some really cool looking stuff in that one. I also was gonna bring up werewolves, although I did not like that movie. Sorry.
Terrible movie.
Yeah, the werewolf designs were really cool, and
I
those were
agree.
also practical as well.
I agree.
Yeah. Obviously, we know that the substance had that one last. Well, they had some cool stuff throughout the movie, but
They did.
I'm assuming since they're talking about creature, they're talking about the final creature thing
Yeah, the
from the end of the
amalgamation,
movie.
and that
Hmm.
was good. It
That
was
was
good.
really good, super
Yeah.
effective.
Mhm.
I'm actually
Uh,
surprised about the oddity one because,
that little wooden thing, it
yeah,
didn't really, yeah, it didn't really do a whole lot.
this it doesn't give me creature, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Um.
Uh, I see Mike said he gave to the substance because of that monster.
Hmm.
Said he loved the
Yeah,
monster, and
I get
then
that.
Michael said Alien Romulus, but did debate picking werewolves, like you
Yeah,
said.
those
Werewolves did
werewolves
have the
were
cool.
they were
They
cool.
were cool. They were cool. But yeah, Alien Romulus, man. Look at those behind the scenes shits. They went crazy.
Hmm.
Really, really cool stuff over there. Moving to the next category, we won't have a vote in this because we haven't seen any of these. But it was the best documentary feature, and the nominees were. Well, actually, no, you said you saw one. My bad.
I
My fault,
watched
y'all.
Doco Chucky. That's a
That's right.
long tail documentary, by the way, y'all. That's probably why I didn't watch nothing else because that joint long.
So the nominees are Doc of Chucky, George A. Romero's Resident Evil, In Search of Darkness, 1990 to 1994, The J Horror Virus, and Susanna, the Queen of Black Magic.
Hmm.
Yep. Mike said, "Where's
That
Spirit of Halloween Town?"
no, that documentary was not good. Didn't we watch that Bay together? Remember, it was in was it Fantastic Fest last year? I can't remember, but it was in a festival that we watched online.
I think you might watch that by yourself. I don't
Oh,
remember that one.
okay. Well, I
I
don't know.
might have been. I might have fell asleep or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There was another documentary I watched last year, but it might have came out before the time period. So I'm going about that one. But yeah, Dr. Chucky was the only one I watched, and it was took me like 3 days to watch it because it was
Like
so
a five
long.
hour documentary or something like
It's
that.
so long as hell.
Yeah. I
Mike
see
said,
Mike said, yeah, go ahead.
go ahead.
Read it.
Oh, I gave it to Doc of Chucky, but J Horror was good too. We haven't seen that one, but I think I want to check it out. It sounds really interesting.
And then Michael said, I'm in Search of Darkness. Nut. I think they are on Shutter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We gotta check that out. I
We gotta
see
check those out.
yeah, the J horror one too, gotta check that out. Like I said, we got this is a category that we definitely gotta like revisit and watch some of these documentaries on.
Yeah, we've been watching other stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Like all the train
remember?
wreck ones, the
Yeah, the
poop
train wreck.
cruise.
Yeah,
Hey, that's might as well be a horror documentary right there. That poop cruise was
that's
crazy.
so crazy.
That shit was crazy. I couldn't imagine.
Mm-mm.
You think you could hold it long enough not use that red bag, man?
Nah, I would have had to use a red bag because I got a sensitive stomach, so I have to go when I gotta go. I can't
Right.
hold
Yeah.
it.
You'd have been right there with that red bag, putting them in the bins in the hallway. Yep.
Yep.
Uh, but the next category we got is best nonfiction TV series or miniseries, and the nominees were the Boulet Brothers' Dracula, Horror's Greatest, The Latest Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs, and Svengoolie. Have you seen any of these?
Well, I watched the Boulet Brothers. That's
Oh,
my
that's right.
show. I
Yeah,
love
you
that
do
show.
watch that one.
So
Yep.
I definitely would be voting for that. That's my
Yep.
show. It's so good. I love the Boulet Brothers themselves, and I always love how far the contestants go because them
Yep.
jokers be going super far. Horror's Greatest. I feel like I might have seen a couple episodes of that, but I haven't like watched all of it to be like, oh, this is better than. But these are
Hmm.
also very different series. Like none of these are in the same vein whatsoever. I definitely don't watch The Last Drive-In. I'll be glad to tell you why if you want to know. I don't. I do not watch that show. But yeah, I don't never heard of no Svengoolie, so I don't even know what that is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. So I think I skipped this category myself because I just hadn't seen any of these. But
Hmm.
I do remember you watching the Boulet Brothers show.
It's a good show.
Yep. All right. Next, we got best series, and the nominees were The Creep Tapes, From, The Last of Us, Squid Game, and Yellow Jackets. Um, we watched four of these
Hmm.
because you haven't watched Yellow Jackets either, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay, yeah,
I
that's on
need
our
to.
list to watch.
Hmm.
Yep.
Well, I didn't watch. Okay, the Squid Game is that season one or I mean like the last season or the
I'm
one that
assuming
just
they're
came
going
out?
by whatever the last seasons were, because I
Hmm.
think because technically season 2 and 3 came out within their allotted time frame.
Okay, true. Okay.
Um,
Well, I didn't see the second half of Squid Game, like the last season. Like it just came out the last part, and I don't plan to.
oh,
um,
this yeah, yep. I watched it. It was
yeah.
honestly the third season was fantastic up until the finale. Other than that, it
Hmm.
was incredible.
And we didn't finish The Last of Us because AJ don't he didn't like it. We
Nah,
only watched the first
it's
was it 2 episodes
the first three, I think.
or 3 episodes, and you were
Yeah,
like, nah, can't do
nah,
it.
I'm done. Yeah, I'm out. Once you take out Pedro, like, there's no reason to really watch that show anymore.
Well, I'm sure they're gonna revisit him in some capacity, like when they
Yeah,
have
but it's
like
just gonna be
flashback
flashbacks and
stuff.
shit. But
Hmm.
it's not enough for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be enough. It's just dumb. I was hoping that they would take a different direction than
Hmm.
the game, but they didn't. And obviously, the show that season was not successful because I think Neil Druckmann left the show, and I don't know if they were doing a season 3 or not. But I know a lot of people just fell off that show because they for some reason didn't realize that what made the first season so good was their dynamic.
Hmm.
Joel and Ellie's dynamic. So you should have just rewrote that shit and not followed the game. And I think it would have continued to be the hit that it was previously.
Hmm. Yeah. Well,
Um,
obviously, I love From y'all, so that would be my
yeah,
vote.
From is dope.
I
Yeah,
know the
From is
creep
dope.
tapes is big in the community. I personally am not a creep fan. So the creep tapes, while they were decent, they don't take from. From to me is like super good. I love everybody in this show. All the characters are great, even
Yeah,
though it's the stories drags,
yeah.
but that's just the type of show it is. So it's like expectation. Whereas the creep tapes is like these little bite-sized moments, so you kind of get through it quickly, which I like.
Hmm.
Um, and like, what's his name? Ugh, I'm having a brain
I can't
freeze.
remember his name for
I
some
can't remember
reason
his
either.
name. But y'all know who I'm talking about. Like he's super. This is his character. Like if I see him in
Hmm.
other stuff, I feel like those aren't that good. But in this creep vein, like he definitely this is him. His character is super good. But From is still a better show to me. So that's what I would pick.
Yeah, I think the creep tapes is definitely the weakest. Not to say that I don't like it. I do like the creep tapes. It's just it's not. These, like you said, they're bite sized, like little mini tapes. So when you're stacking it up to like full, shows that have full storytelling, like this is kind of not a fair. It's not a fair fight.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
okay, I get what you're saying.
But I love From, but I did give it a Squid Game because I really like Squid Games a lot. Like Squid Game is a dope ass show.
Hmm.
And even though I didn't like the direction they took with the finale, like up to that finale, like I was locked in the whole time. I feel like
Yeah,
Squid Game is one of them shows like all 3 seasons you locked in just because the shit is so crazy.
it is
Um,
crazy.
it's crazy. Yeah, didn't like that show finale, but it was still a great show. And that's why I picked it over From, just because I love From, but man, they dragging that shit out. Like it's taking way too long to get to the points. So it frustrates me a little bit. So that's why I couldn't pick it over Squid Game, because Squid Game is a more complete story and there's no like dragging the shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair. I
Yep.
got you. Michael said, "All hell Donna." I came to love Donna more so in the last season,
Hmm.
than the previous seasons, but I feel like I understand her a little bit more. So I'll give you that, Mike. I'll let you slide on that one.
uh, Now next category we got
that's,
is
that's
best
all
video
you right
game. Yeah, yeah. Because Kristen don't play no games, but we're gonna get her into playing some
I'm gonna
games.
get into
Yeah,
it. I'm gonna
we're
get
gonna
into
get her playing some games. Because we're actually doing like one of those like little hobby exchange things.
it. Hmm.
Christy's a big reader. I am
I'm gonna
not,
make him read a book, y'all.
and I'm a big video game player, but she's not. So we're gonna
Yeah.
swap, and so she's gonna make me read a book, and then I'm gonna have her play a video game. Obviously, gonna choose something a little bit more simple because she can't just jump into like
Please
any of
don't
these
throw me.
games because they're too advanced. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uh, but for the best video game, the nominees are Death Stranding 2, Mouthwashing, Silent Hill 2 Remake, Slitterhead, and Sorry We're Closed. For this one, I picked. Now, I personally have not played any of these, but I've watched a lot of gameplay from these. And personally, I picked Silent Hill 2 Remake just because what they did with that remake I thought was very impressive. I thought Slitterhead was very cool conceptually. Mouthwashing also seemed cool, but I couldn't really get into the indie stuff that kind of looks in that way. That's just not my thing. And then Death Stranding 2 that's a Kojima game, and I don't care too much about those games. It's just like a walking simulator. But Silent Hill 2 Remake was the pick I gave to it. Um, Jumping to the chat real quick. Michael said, "I love Squid Game, but I tune it out when they focus on the story outside the games." That's fair. That's fair. And then Mike said, "Give him a monster smut book."
I should definitely do
I
that.
already told her. I was like, "Don't give me that shit. I do
That's a
not want to
really
read.
good book that
I do not want to read
I
nothing
think you
like
should
that."
read. Is well he's not really a monster. He's like if you like aliens, there's this alien one that's really good. And I think
I do
you
not
should
want to read about how he took his tentacle,
hold on
alien
now. He
tentacle,
don't
and
even got no
put it up
tentacles.
my
He
joint.
nah.
I'm not trying to read nothing like that. You gotta make
Alright.
make
But you like
if you're gonna
aliens.
pick a book, I do. But if the point of the book is the romance of between those two, I don't want to read that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh Lord.
Give me
Okay.
an alien book where people are getting fucked up. Now I want to read that one. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
it'd be an alien, but when they getting fucked.
Nope. I don't want to read that. Do not want to read about aliens fucking people. I don't want to read that book. Just don't want to read it.
Oh Lord.
Mike on the chat said, whew, I'm still playing Silent Hill 2. Still, yeah, I mean, like I said, I haven't played it yet, but I watched some gameplay of it, and it looked creepy. He also mentioned the swapping hobby idea.
It
Yeah, that'd be
is.
really cool.
That'd be a good idea.
Yeah, yeah, especially when, um, you know, because then it kind of gives us like insight
Other
into the
things to talk about.
others. Yeah, yeah. It's like, yeah, I'm reading this book that you like, you know,
Because
at least try to attempt to give me something I
when
like.
I tell AJ about stuff I'm reading, he looked like he paying attention, but he really don't be paying attention. And I'm
What?
like,
Come on now.
I be
I do be
like,
paying
I be
attention
telling him about all different plot points, and he'd be like, wait, go back. He'd be like, what you say? This person did. Blah, blah,
because it's trying to be getting real complex. You know what I'm saying? And be getting real complex, especially when you tell about these crazy ass books when they have these different relationships and they go down, different stuff is happening and weird shit's happening. Like it's hard to keep up.
blah. Yeah.
Um, but I'd listen better than when I'd be trying to tell you about game storylines. Like I was trying to tell, I was playing that first Berserker game. I was trying to explain to you like the revenge story and stuff like that, and you tune all the way out.
It's
At least
hard.
I attempt to listen. You know what
It's
I'm
so
saying?
hard.
Yep. And I'm just trying to explain to you that's just like your books. I'm like, look, this shit is just like your book. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Mike, I'm gonna send you the title after this is over. He said,
Which
"What book
one?
is this?"
Which
Michael
must
said,
was? Which must one was that? I feel like you told me about that one probably.
"With the alien?"
Oh, it was like an actual alien.
It, well, he's from another planet.
Yeah, I feel like maybe you told me about because you
Okay,
told me about one before. It's like we told me about a lot of different ones, but
I
like
have.
like one from a different planet. He was like a king of a different planet or
Oh
something like that.
yes, that's the one. You
Yeah,
did
see,
remember.
I told you I'll be listening, but you don't believe me. Now I might have remembered all the details, but I do remember some of the aspects. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
yeah. Like those parts, I will say those parts of the story do be sounding cool, but then like it gets to the other parts,
Yeah. You
and
don't
I
care
just
about
don't
that.
care about those parts. You know what I'm saying?
That's
We can
the
skip
part I'm
we can
trying to get
fast we can
to.
fast forward that part. I don't care about how bad, you know, she been waiting on this dude to kiss her or to do this to her.
I
To,
can't
you
stand when
know,
they take forever to kiss.
I
I'm
don't
like,
care
come on,
about that.
kiss that lady.
Get to the cool shit. Like, oh, I gotta fight this dude because I'm trying to be the
Yeah,
king
they
of
do
this
be
dude.
fighting.
But the villain
Yep.
over here is over here. I
Mhm.
like those parts. I can skip. Now, if you can give me a condensed version where it skips all the bullshit and it gets to that stuff,
That's
I'll be
boring.
good to go. Uh, but yeah, get back on track, y'all.
Sorry.
That was a video game category. The last category that we got is the best public domain resurrection category.
This is Mike and Cereal's category.
Yeah. So the nominees are Popeye's Revenge, The Mousetrap, Popeye the Slayer Man, Scream Boat, Shiver Me Timbers, and Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare. We haven't seen any of these, but I'm sure Mike will tell us what he picked in the chat.
Yeah, because we ain't seen none of these at all. But Popeye's Revenge, I saw that come up on because I was scrolling through Tubi, I think. And I think that's on there. So if you want to watch one Bay, it's on Tubi. We can watch
Oh, okay. Yeah, we gotta check that out then. Now,
it.
'cause I will tell you that that last Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2 that we watched,
Oh
that
yeah,
junk was dope.
I did like
I
that one.
really like the movie a lot. So I mean, if any of these can
I doubt that.
be in that flavor, you know what I'm saying? Well, I know
It's
Screamboat
probably be
ain't
more
in
like
that flavor.
the first one,
Maybe Neverland Nightmare might be, right? Isn't that by the same
maybe.
people?
I think it's by the same people. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so we haven't seen any of these at all. So we can't help y'all.
Yeah, we had to skip this one because we just haven't seen them. And it's just like I said earlier in the show, right? Like everything's competing for time and there's just not a lot of time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you putting this up against something else, it might just lose out. Uh, but anyway, that y'all is all of the nominees and the categories for the 2025 Fangoria Chainsaw Awards. A lot of dope categories, a lot of good competition, and I think like what you said earlier, Bay, like when you put everything together in a pool like this, you kind of realize like, oh yeah, like we have been getting some dope horror movies like over
Mhm.
time.
Yeah. There is a best kill category, but you got to write in your answer for that. I think me and AJ both agreed that we would put
Oh
in
yeah,
Terrifier 3 shower scene. Because I couldn't think of anything else that would be as, something that we remember. Like, we always gonna remember that one, you know?
Yeah, well, we ain't forgetting that shower scene kill. That shit was crazy.
Yeah. But so if you guys have any best kills, let us know. I'll be interested in seeing what other ones you guys thought about. But yeah, that's the only one I can really like think of. I did think about another movie, but it was outside of the dates. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, that came out too early.
well, yeah, because I think originally you were thinking about in Violent Nature, right? And that actually won last year.
Oh yeah, you said that you wanted to look at that, like the differences between the.
Yeah, so if we jump to last year's, I could try to jump to last year's real quick. Let me see if I can easily change it on here. Let me see here. Can I edit this? One second here.
Oh
There we
yeah,
go.
that's a good one, Mike. The MRI machine from Bloodlines. Ah, yeah,
Ooh,
that
that is
is
a
a
good one.
good one. Oh, did you
That is a
see
good
that was
one.
that actually happened to someone? It was in like the news where
Really?
like this past week, somebody he walked in the area where the MRI machine was active and he had on like a necklace or a chain or something. And he's like in critical condition right now because
Wow.
he something that piece of jewelry reacted to the machine when he walked into the area. Which one was crazy.
Well, because I feel like I remember seeing people saying like they're not that powerful, but maybe it malfunctioned or something.
Oh yeah, see, Mike said, yeah, the guy had on a chain and got snatched.
That's crazy. Wow.
That is like, didn't you? You need to. That's why you need to watch movies like this so you can already have
You
it
can be
in your mind,
warned.
right? See, like right now, right? Like people always talk about the log truck, right? You don't drive too close to those for a reason because we saw what
Mhm.
happens in Final Destination.
Yep.
So now we be like, okay, if I'm going into the hospital, I'm keeping my ass away from the MRI machines if I got on something because I don't want to get snatched up. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what horror movies do for you. They let you know what to avoid so you don't get
Exactly.
killed. I wanted to go back in the chat real quick because Mike did mention that Slayer Man was the best one in that public domain category. And he
Ah,
said that
okay.
none of them were on the level of Blood and Honey 2, but they were still fun.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, I think for me, I don't like slashers. So the point of those are the slashing, and so I don't know if I would
Yep.
like them. But Imma try.
Yep.
Imma try it for
Slash.
for the sake of trying it.
Yep. And if you wanted to, but we can run through the like who
Oh,
won
yeah.
for
Go
stuff
ahead.
last year real quick.
Mhm.
So like last year we had best supporting performance was Alyssa Sutherland in Evil Dead Rise. That makes
Oh, yeah.
sense.
Mhm. That was a good
Um,
performance.
best first feature was Skinamarink. I think that was a surprising win. I like that film. I think it's
Who
creepy
was
as
it
hell.
who was Skinamarink up against?
It was up against the Angry Black Girl and Her Monster, Birth Rebirth, It Lives Inside, and Stop Motion.
Oh, okay. Well, I
Yep.
guess that makes sense.
Yep. Uh, yep. We'll skip
Oh
that one.
god. Yes,
Yep. They
please.
won. Best documentary feature last year was The Legacy of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, okay. I haven't heard that.
Best creature effects was Evil Dead Rise. I think that makes sense. That was
Mhm.
really cool effects.
It was cool.
Best makeup was also Evil Dead Rise. I
Okay.
think that's fair.
Mhm.
Best costume design was Poor Things. Yeah, I had an issue with that because I was like, why is Poor Things here? It's not a horror movie, really.
Well, I think people count it as one.
I don't why though. I mean,
I don't know.
to be fair, I haven't seen the film, but from what I've heard about it, it just and what the description of the movie, it just don't sound like one.
Yeah. I think it's kinda like in the vein of like a Nosferatu type thing, right? Like
Okay,
Nosferatu itself isn't
it's like a
really
Frankenstein
horror.
type thing.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I
Mhm.
guess. Uh, best video game last year was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. I wanted Alan Wake 2 to win that because that was a really super
I
dope game,
remember,
but
yeah, we were
it's
both voting for
unfortunate.
that one.
Best cinematography was Poor Things.
Oh,
Best
what?
score, yep,
Okay. I
that's
like
what I'm saying. Weird.
Okay.
Best score was Godzilla minus one. That
It
makes
was a good
sense
score. Mhm.
because that shit is fire.
Yeah.
Best Felissa Rose movie was Craving because they had like a little special
Oh, okay, yeah. I remember
homage
that.
to her. Yep.
Mhm.
Best television series actually Last of Us last year, which makes sense because season one was really good. You
Season
know what I'm
1
saying?
was really good. Who else was in that category? Or what else was in that
Oh,
category?
best series: Chucky, The Fall of the House of Usher, Interview with the Vampire, and Yellow Jackets.
It beat out Interview with the Vampire?
Yeah,
I
it
am
did.
shocked.
That's how much people like season one. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Season one
Hmm.
was going hard, and I really like Fall of the House of Usher personally. I think I would have chose that over Last of Us.
Mm. Interesting.
The
The Interview with the Vampire wasn't in this one, this lineup for this
for
year.
like this season, yeah.
Mhm.
Editorial Eye on the Future. Dwayne Perkins won that.
Yeah.
And I was just talking to you about him today because he's
You
in
were.
the Studio. I don't know if y'all have ever
Yeah.
watched. This has nothing to do with horror, but it's a comedy show on Apple TV called The Studio, where it's got Seth Rogen in it and Catherine Hahn, Dwayne Perkins, and some other folks.
Mhm.
Where Seth Rogen's playing like a movie production studio head, and he gets into all these like stupid ass situations because he does dumb stuff. But it has a lot of like it parodies a lot of stuff that happens like in the movie industry. So it's just
Mhm.
really cool and funny to watch. But Dwayne Perkins is in that show as well. Um, let's see what else. Best screenplay was Late Night with the Devil. That was dope.
That was a good one.
Best international movie was When Evil Lurks.
Yeah,
I
that was a good
100% agree with that. That movie
good
was crazy as hell. Best limited release movie was I Saw the TV Glow. The movie was cool.
It was
Like
good.
I didn't dislike it.
Mm-mm.
I thought it was okay. Uh, Best streaming premiere VHS 85. Yep, that was dope.
It wasn't my favorite VHS though.
Um, I got a
Okay,
which one
yeah.
did
See,
I draw?
this is
Yeah,
the
best
one that
kill.
I
Yeah,
thought
the Yoda
about.
kill. That
Yeah,
that was crazy. Best lead performance, David Dastmalchian won for Late Night with the Devil. That makes sense.
definitely.
That was a dope performance. Best director was Lee Cronin for Evil Dead
Oh,
Rise. Evil
okay.
Dead Rise took a lot of awards.
Mhm.
And then best wide release movie was Godzilla minus one.
Mhm.
Super dope. And that
I'm
was it.
surprised that one beat out because I mean Godzilla is like a good movie, but being that it's not actually a horror
Like
movie
full
and
horror.
it
Yeah.
beat out every other movie that is a horror movie is
Yep.
interesting.
Yep.
Um,
But that was a really good one. I think that's how good it was that people was just like, yeah, we got to pick this.
yeah.
Just catching up on the chat here. Michael said, but yeah, AJ Trout, prom queen. I want to see if you prefer that ending over. I know what you did last summer. I'll try it out. I'll put it on my list.
It's
Uh,
not gonna like that movie, Michael.
Probably not, but you know what? I'll give it a shot. And then Mike was just mentioning that Poor Things is like a Frankenstein, so
Mhm.
I guess that's why
That's
they
why it
counted it.
counts. Yeah.
Either way, I think that's dumb. Uh, but yeah,
Alright.
I mean that's the Chainsaw Awards for this year. That's the nominees. You still got time to vote if you haven't
Still
voted
got
yet.
time to vote, y'all. Go
Yep,
vote.
it does close on Sunday night though, July
Vote for
20th. So
sinners. Let sinners
yeah, you might have
win.
hey, y'all might as well go ahead and do a vote for Sinners, man. So Sinners can sweep and it can get the accolades that it deserves. Because right now, kind of, I'm fearing for the Oscars because you know how they do. Um, we'll
Mm,
see what happens when those Oscar nominees roll around
mm,
come the end of the year.
yeah.
Because that it should be nominated for in every single category. But we'll see if it will be. I'm gonna see what they're talking like. They better be in the best, especially the best picture and best director categories, as well as
Yeah.
the best score as well.
Yep. Sinners down the board. That's right,
Finish
Mike.
down the board. Yep.
That's right, bro.
Hey, but look, y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in to this Sunday live stream. Shout out to everyone who jumped into the live chat while we were doing it live. If you're listening to the replay over on the podcast channels or on YouTube, if you want to join in on the chat and on the discussion, you can join us every Sunday, 9 a.m. Eastern, um, to join in and add to the conversation to the discussion. But shout out to all of our supporters, all of our Patreon members, all of our YouTube members. We love y'all and appreciate y'all support. But make sure you go on our channel, on our podcast feeds, check out our I Know What You Did Last Summer requel review. check out our podcast series that's only on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Scream if you've seen this. We got another episode coming out on Wednesday. It's gonna be super dope. And the last episode that we did was the OG. I know what you did last summer. But yeah, I mean
What's
that's
coming up next week? What are we going to talk about on the podcast next week?
next week is Skeleton Key, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Skeleton Key, y'all. We're gonna talk about that. So we're gonna watch that film and then have a nice long discussion about it. We're excited to do that one because we just hadn't seen the film in a while. So it's gonna be a fun conversation talking about Skeleton Key. So make sure you're subscribed on Spotify and Apple Podcasts so you can tune into that when that drops on Wednesday morning. But yeah, that'll do it for this live stream. Again, thank you all to everyone for tuning in. Check out everything else that I mentioned, and we will see y'all in the next one. We out. Peace.